What kind of student were you in college versus high school? Were you a pretty good student, or were you not as passionate about that?
Yeah, yeah. I worked at meat engineering full time through college.
Wow.
I literally stacked my classes as much as possible on Tuesdays and Thursdays, and I worked Monday, Wednesday, Friday, sometimes Saturdays. Kind of, yeah. Like so, was I? Was my goal to be valedictorian at ASU? Definitely not. And I think that would have been great. And I think I respect anybody who does put in that level of effort into their academics, but um, it just wasn't as much of a priority at the time, for me to go so above and beyond. I think the capabilities there. I think that the discipline could have been there, but it came down to priorities and time management. You know, I'm gonna I'm gonna give that 80% on this to make sure that I get through and don't have additional expenses that I don't need to have as a result of not putting in enough effort. So I would say that yeah, I'm kind of that classic like I'm doing just enough to kind of get through this, but I'm not trying to go and like, make a big academic statement about how good I am at school. But no disrespect to people who do.
Yeah, makes sense. So it sounds like you were really busy during college, working and also doing working full time, probably or close to full time, and then also being a full time student. Did you have the chance to get involved in anything else, or was it really just kind of work, school, let's get this over with and move on with my career?
Yeah, that's a little bit of a sometimes I look back at my life and I'm like, man, I wish I would have gotten a little bit more involved with meeting other students or clubs or fraternities. Like I wasn't a part of Greek life. Just really focused on um helping grow this business here and setting myself up for the next thing that I mean, I got to socialize a bit, but it was never really the top priority. So sometimes I think back and I'm like, boy, had I, maybe got a little bit more involved, how would that impact me today? Maybe I got a bigger Rolodex of people that I can call and hang out with, but that's okay. I mean, I still have friends.
Yeah,
I'm not complaining. My thoughts get complicated. I cannot explain in lameness. Never losing focus because I ain't chasing payments. Still playing in the basement while I'm working on arrangements. They heard the kid in 50 countries. Thank God that's amazing. But I'd rather thank Spotify. They put me on the station.